You might want to sit down for this. And if you're already sitting, you might want to sit more down. How do you sit more down? Well, if you're in a chair, maybe move to the floor. If you're in one of those desk chairs with like the pedal, you might want to pull that pedal so you can slide all the way down in that chair. Why? Because today we're reorganizing my historical romance books. I just can't take it anymore. I need your help. And we're gonna have fun. I said fun! The kids to a splash park, so I thought, oh my gosh, I have a couple hours. This is the perfect opportunity to finally organize my historical romance. Because I haven't even done anything with all my contemporary romance, my paranormal romance, and my fantasy. We have quite the task here. I'm not actually sure how this is gonna go down, but it's gonna be an adventure and you're gonna join me. So let's get started, and I feel like the only way to do that is to sort what we haven't shelved yet. Excuse the mess, but this is real life. I'm starting with authors, but then I'm also going to be sorting by like cool covers and things like that. So just giving you a little method to my madness here. I'm gonna set this one aside because I'm gonna be displaying it this summer. And I'm gonna have a section for books that I only have one author each of. One box down. That's 2 boxes already. I have a feeling I'm going to be putting my paranormal on the other side because I'm going to run out of space for historical romance. Let's just face it. Here's Our After, and I might put this with my books that are also movies. Again, to make some space in my historical romance. Okay, that's the third box, but now I need to take from this area. Okay, I just filled another box. Oh, geez. This is where I realize that I have more than one historical romance, Cressley Cole. And this is where I realize I have 2 copies of the same book, and they both have step bags. And this is when I realize I have 2 Amelie Howard as well. Now you may have seen this in my unhaul video, and I still have it because many people came back and said, if you want to read a Lindsay Sands that's good, Love is Blind is excellent. So I'm deciding to keep it, and we'll see what happens. Okay, we got probably the easiest part done. Now comes the work. I'm actually eating my lunch while I figure this out. We're gonna just start at the bottom and work our way up. I wanna put my one author and cool book cover people down here. I think that's gonna work out well. All right, let's get going after I finish my salad. I'm gonna leave Stephanie Lawrence on the bottom because I only have one of hers now. now. So I was just looking at other books that I have that I only have one for an author. This is the only Kathy Maxwell I own. I didn't realize that. So I'm putting that on the bottom shelf, and I'm going to add Marcia Canham and Galen Foley to the bottom shelf. Okay, my new dream for the second shelf is anthologies. Maybe I might even put some of the anthologies here on the very bottom because there's a little space, but not much. Anthologies, maybe Christmas books, and books that I have 2 or 3 of an author. I only own one Judith McNutt, so let's put that down here. Oh my gosh, I just had a brainstorm. Okay, so I'm looking at Christmas books. You know how you don't need to be looking at Christmas books year round. I'm gonna put them in the back on the bottom shelf. You know what else I just realized? I forgot to include Stacy Reed, although I definitely want to solve this problem of only having one of her books. She's just ridiculously difficult to find. Nobody ever wants to give her stuff up. And then the one Lindsay Sands I decided to keep. So these are also going on the bottom shelf. And now for the second shelf, anthologies and authors that I have 2 books of. Clear out that third from the bottom shelf, which is a complete disaster, and I'm going to start adding all the authors for whom I have 3 books. Oh, I think I figured out how to say that finally. So let's look at this shelf and talk about what on earth is happening here. But this is like more paranormal. So we're gonna move all of these and then it's gonna give me more room, thank goodness. Okay, now what I think I want to do is I want to take my Highlander, and look, we've got contemporary YA romance on its side there. Makes so much sense. You see why I couldn't stand this? I'm going to take my new Highlander, put it with my Highlander that I already own on this shelf. I'm gonna take these two, since I only have one of each for these authors, I'm gonna put them on the bottom shelf. Now we're getting into some nitty gritty here. I'm gonna do Sabrina Jeffries for the rest of this shelf. This is book 5 from The School for Heiresses. This is the only one I have for the Royal Brotherhood. These two are from the Sinful Suitor series. I have 3 from the Duke Dynasty, and these 3 are from the Hellions of Halstead Hall. I'm not worried about putting them in order because I don't have all in the series anyway, but they're at least grouped by series. Okay, so let's make this shelf authors for whom I have 4 or more. We'll start with Kerrigan Byrne. The Devil You Know, Book 1. The Devil You Know, Book 2. The Devil You Know, Book 3. And this is Victorian Rebels, Book 6. I have 5 books by Joanna Shoup. 2 are Uptown Girl. So glad she puts the series on the bottom. That really helps right now. I have books 1 and 3. Wicked Deceptions series, book 1 and 3 again. And this one is book 2 of the 5th Avenue Rebels. And I'm really feeling like the strong, sassy heroines right now. So I'm gonna take my Sarah McLean and I'm gonna move them down. Okay, again, because I'm overwhelmed, I'm so glad that Sarah McLean has all of her books, not only the series, but the number in the series on the cover, which is so nice. Except for this one I did have to look up. This is Love by Numbers, book 2. I also have the 3 of the Bare Knuckle Bastard books. I've got 1, 2, and 3. I also have the 3rd and 4th Rule of Scoundrels series. And I have the 2 published so far. I know the 3rd one's coming out in August. We have Hell's Bells, book 1 and book 2. I've been really excited about discovering Kate Bateman, so let's put her books up here. I have 2 from the Bow Street Bachelors, book 2 and book 3, as well as all 4 in the Ruthless Rivals series. I'm gonna keep showing this one off actually. Okay, so we're coming to a point where now everything I have is a lot by each author. So I'm trying to figure out where things are gonna fit. This is gonna get harder, I have a feeling. So glad you're with me. I really love Tessa Dare and I kind of want her to have her own little place and I kind of want to put her right here. So I'm gonna move my Amanda Quicks and my Mary Jo Putneys. I'm gonna put them with the ones I just got and then we're gonna move the Tessa Dare in here. Here we have book 1, book 2, and book 3 of the Stud Club trilogy. This is book 1 of Spindle Cove. I've even got my little stickies in there from when we were talking about it at the Summer of Tessa Dare read along. Oh! Spindle Cove book 2, Spindle Cove book 4. I also have all 4 of the Castles Ever After series. This one I did not buy used for the first time ever. Book 1, I loved it so much. Book 2, book 3, and I'm actually gonna set this back down here because I'm currently reading it for the read along. And book 4, which is actually a crossover, also book 5 of the Spindle Cove series. Then we've got the 3 that have been published so far. There's a 4th one coming someday of the Girl Meets Duke series, the Duchess Deal, the Governess Game, and the Wallflower Wager. And then I also bought this one. And I don't know what to do with it. It's not even the right size. It's not gonna fit. Oh, it's gonna fit! Oh, yay. Of course, is this gonna fit? Now we have to test something else. When I'm not reading this, is it gonna fit? No, it's not gonna fit. I might put this, I'll probably put this on top. Or I don't know what I'm gonna do. What should I do? I'm looking for advice. Okay, because I love my Amanda Quick step backs so much, I think I'm gonna make this section just Amanda Quick step backs. We're gonna run into a problem very soon. This is what's still going on my bed. Where are these going to go? Oh boy. Since I'm less excited about these 2, I might pop these in the back. These are all of my Mary Jo Putney, and I love how I'm holding this right now. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do all my gorgeous Mary Jo Putney with the step backs and the gorgeous spines right there. And we're gonna put these that are less exciting, at least the covers, you know what I mean. We're gonna put them back here. Of course, they've already fallen. We're gonna put these less exciting looking ones back here. And then we're going to start putting these sideways. I think this adds a level of interest that not everything is just going side to side. I think that's supposed to be good, right? There's not enough room for one, so I'm gonna put it on top of my Mary Jo Putney. This kind of drives me crazy, but maybe we'll figure out something else. Why don't we take the Johanna Lindsay, put it on the very top. Okay, 3 of these are gonna have to go in the back row, and this giant one with the gorgeous step back on the back is just gonna go on top. Right now I'm looking at the spines to see what would be the most intriguing ones to have facing out. Okay, so again, we have like tons of books and not much shelf space left to work with. We're gonna have to make some decisions. And I actually think I wanna put Lisa Kleypas closer down. And the reason is because I'm usually sitting when I'm doing this, so people don't see my Lisa Kleypas quite as much, and I love her so much. So I figure people should have a better sense of who I am as a reader, and Lisa Kleypas being closer to me makes more sense. So I'm actually gonna take all the Lisa Kleypas off the top shelf. I'm gonna move her, and then we're gonna see who else we put on the very top. I know, let's put Julie Garwood on top. And I have more than 2 of a couple of these, so I might put them in the back row. By the way, I know I'm not putting all these in order just like with the Johanna Lindsay, but I'm running out of time because my kids are coming home and I'll figure it out, don't worry. Now let's take all of my Lorraine Heath and put them up there as well. Again, I'm moving the ones with the less exciting spines in the back row. So Lorraine Heath and Julie Garwood can share. And these are all out of order and I'm going to fix it. But my kids are home, so I'm doing this as quickly as I can. Hashtag real life. Hashtag this is gonna drive me crazy later. I'm gonna put her Westerns in the back row. Okay, that's something, because I only have 2 more Julia Quinn. So if I have a Julia Quinn shelf, it's not a problem. So that's good. And then I can use some of the extra space to display something. So I already had book 8 of the Bridgertons on the way to the wedding. It's the Netflix stamp on there. There's no step back, but I'm replacing that one with this one with the step back. I love it. Same goes for When He Was Wicked, book 6 of the Bridgertons, Netflix stamp, no step back. Guess what? Now I have the step back. So awesome. And now I can display my Kate Bateman right in the middle for no reason at all. This is not a perfect system, but it's what I have. As you can see, I have an entire shelf devoted to Eloisa James, and then I have this. So guess what we're doing? Some are going in the back. So, yeah. So I just want to start with the Desperate Duchesses because that's what started me on romance all those years ago, and then I stopped, and then I started again. But I have a special place in my heart for this series because this is what got me started. So we're gonna keep the Desperate Duchesses and the Desperate Duchesses by the numbers on the shelves right where they are. I recently acquired This Duchess of Mine, which is book 5 in the Desperate Duchesses series. So I have books 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I can add 5. This is book 7 in the series, Desperate Duchesses. And I'm so excited to have it now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Here's book 8, which I just nabbed. I said I was gonna stop saying nab after my last book haul. I said that word way too many times, but here is the step back. So we have book 8, that means I have the entire series. Finally. Which ends with book 9, 7 Minutes in Heaven, which makes no sense. Why wouldn't that be book 7? My Last Duchess is the prequel to The Wilds of Lindo Castle. I just got book 4 recently, like the last couple months, not that recently, of the Wilds of Lindo Castle series with the adorable step back. I love these step backs because they're all so smug. It's so cute. Now I can add that to my Wilds of Lindo Castle collection. We've got the prequel, book 1, 2, 3, and now I have 4, 5, and 6. So I have the whole series. Of course, next is one I'm insanely excited about, the fairy tale series. I just did that video not too long ago. I don't need this one anymore because I have this one with the step back. This is book 1 of the fairy tale series. I loved it so much. Yay. I'm looking forward to putting this one. This was the first arc that I ever did. They actually gave it to me on the day of release, and then I bought it because it had a special place in my heart. This is not my favorite book, I have to say. This author is the first one who got me into romance, and then years later, first arc I ever did, so very exciting. This is book 1 of the Would-Be Wallflowers series, and this is book 2. So I have 2 more that aren't going to fit on the shelves. 2 of these are gonna go and they're on the back, or I guess I could put them up here, but that will probably drive me crazy. We'll see. I'll go ahead and do it for now. Can I even tell you how much I love that we are closing out here with my probably favorite, she and Tessa Dare probably tied for my favorite historical romance author. So this is like one of my favorite books of all time. Doing our last shelf, starting off with this one, again, The Magic, it's so perfect. This is the beginning, the prequel to the Wallflower series. Please, please read this first if you're gonna read the Wallflower series. It's so good. Book 1, Secrets of a Summer Night. Book 2, It Happened One Autumn. Book 3, Devil in Winter. Book 4, Scandal in Spring, while my books fall. And the bonus Christmas novella, A Wallflower Christmas. Then let's talk about the spin-off series that happens after this, The Hathaways. Book 1, Mine Till Midnight. Book 2, Seduce Me at Sunrise. Book 3, Tempt Me at Twilight. Book 4, Married by Morning, my personal favorite. And book 5, Love in the Afternoon. And then we'll go to the series that follows that, The Ravenels. Book 1, Cold Hearted Rake. Book 2, Marrying Winterborn. Finally got book 3, Devil in Spring, showing you the step back because this is the newest one. I could go through all these step backs. Let's do a video and we just do that. Oh, that's a great idea. Let's do that. Book 4, Hello Stranger. Book 5, Devil's Daughter. Book 6, Chasing Cassandra. And book 7, Devil in Disguise. Then let's jump into the Gamblers of Craven series because that is a favorite. It starts with book 1, Then Came You. Book 2, Dreaming of You. And this one is an anthology, but I'm putting it with my Lisa Kleypas because this contains a novella that is considered book 2.5 in the series. Then I've got the Bow Street Runner series, but some of these are going to go in the back row because they are newer editions with different endings. So I'm really excited to read both of those though. But this is book 1 of the Bow Street Runners, Someone to Watch Over Me. I just realized that I have 2 copies of Someone to Watch Over Me. I'm going to donate this one, and I'm definitely going to keep this one because look at how gorgeous this is. I got this one on a special sale for 10 cents, and I don't believe that it's ever even been read. Then we have book 2, Lady Sophia's Lover, the older version, newer version. We will glance at the step back, of course, as my books fall. Very excited about this. I'm going to take this one and put it in the back, as much as it pains me to do that. And then we have book 3 of the Bow Street Runner series, Worth Any Price. So excited to get this one with an updated version. And here is the step back. And yes, I'll be putting this one in the back row as well. Also got her Only Valerian series. One of these has a total remake, Only in Your Arms, which was actually remade many years later by Lisa Kleypas, turned into When Strangers Marry. So I'm actually gonna put this in the back. I'm gonna read both of these though. So this one's gonna go in the back so that I can have it as it was originally intended, the 2-book series. Book 1, Only in Your Arms, and book 2, Only with Your Love. I have the Stokehurst series, books 1 and 2, book 1, Midnight Angel, book 2, Prince of Dreams, and I think I'm okay with putting it in the back row. This is painful. So this is book 2 of the Capitol Theater series. I don't have book 1. And then there's a short story afterwards, which I remember being completely insane. And that was in one of my Christmas anthologies, which I have on the bottom shelf. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the back, at least for now. So I have 4 standalones by Lisa Kleypas. Where Dreams Begin, Love Come to Me, Stranger in My Arms, and Suddenly You. I think everybody's favorite. I'm going to put them, I don't know where I'm gonna put them. I'm acting all cool, calm, and collected, but I'm like, I'm gonna put them right here. It's not hurting anything, right? Well, we did it. I can't believe it. You guys were with me for hours. You had lunch with me and you helped me through a freak out. This was amazing. Yes, I'm gonna be getting more books at some point and we'll have to do this again maybe, or maybe we won't. I have so much to thank you for. Come on back for when we do this again with my contemporary fantasy and paranormal romance books. Hoping to do that in August. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying whatever it is you're reading and that you're not stressing about where to put it after you're done. Until next time, thanks so much. Take care. Bye.